Well, hello, everybody out there in TV land. I hope you're having a terrific Tuesday. Welcome in the Alex with Demon First Ram. Good to see you in chat. Last again, that kind of hurts Marks. Good to see you in chat, bud. Oh man, I might have to make a custom command for first. I got some ideas brewing. Official Tony 88 coming in with number one. Yeah, you guys know it. If you ain't first, you're last. And tonight, Alex found it to that first.
Hope you guys are doing wonderful. How you doing out there? We're here on the ninth day of our stream. Reactance Theory. Good to see you in chat, good sir. Good to see you. A little bit of a sleepy stream tonight. I'm a little tired. Went out into the world. Had to go to the office for work and sit in an office building. So I'm a little tired, but not too tired to climb. We can climb, can't we? On our ninth day of streams? I know, insane, right? Reactance Theory in 2023? Going to the office? Sanity. Official Tony thought Snap was my office. Oof, how I wish. How I wish. So you guys know the deal if you were here yesterday. We're running a Lockjaw deck, which has no pull 4, no pull 5 cards. Trying to climb up there. I think we ended last night at 93. I played a little bit before stream tonight. Fell a little bit. We're at 91 right now. Ooh, throwing out the GGs to Hallex. The Hallex being able to redeem that first. Oh man, what do I do here? Yo, Eddie, good to see you in chat, bud. How's your Tuesday? Saw you had a bonus stream today, but I was stuck in the gray walls of the office, so I did not quite have the same break luxuries of my 15-minute Eddie streams. E-double-D-Y, Eddie, yes sir. Rico, welcome in. Good to see you in chat, bud. Yeah, you can have this one. Crush. Yo, how's it going? Hope you're having a terrific Tuesday. Good to see you in. Yeah, they announced, Marks, you're right. They announced the first cards are moving down in the next patch. Patch planned for January 31st, but did you notice what they also mentioned? Battle mode! Yeah, battle mode planned for the January 31st patch. With all hope, there's no delays. Quality checks all come out. That patch does not get delayed, but I'm excited. Card rotation down. First edition badges, if you get the cards before they rotate, for a future patch, so they're going to retroactively apply them. That sweet battle mode, you know we're all ready for. So sneaky, and a little parenthetical. By the way, it's going to include battle mode. Oh, we're going to have so many battles, Tony. So many battles. Definitely be hosting a tournament on this channel. And I'm going to participate in any other tournaments I can find. January 31st, that doesn't give me a lot of time with battle mode before the Great Creators Clash in New York City. So we're going to try to practice as much as we can. Oh, I'm down for a Bro Zero battle. But I mean, come on. I've got to be the best Bro Zero pilot there is, right? I've won tens of games with Bro Zero. I can't put Jubilee in the middle. And hashtag no batching. Wait a second. Are we in a hot location or anything? No, we're in the middle of the week, so if anything, it'd be a new location. It wouldn't be Warrior Falls twice in a row, right? Yeah, Modoc. I saw that, and the card variants look sick. Yeah, next season is going to be pretty fun. Modoc, a very interesting card. Discard your entire hand? Can't wait to see what that looks like. Now, the Modoc television show, to be honest with you guys, not a huge fan. Not a huge fan. All I want to do is retreat this game. Alright, we might be losing little one cubers here and there, but we know we're losing the one cubers, right? We're not sacrificing 4-8. Just keep it calm. Keep it steady. New York City stream. Reactance Theory. I might. So the tournament is definitely. Jesus stars. The tournament is. This is probably Zabu, and they have Zabu. Yeah, I'm a big fan of this Dan Hip Wasp official Tony. But the tournament's going to be streamed. What I'm trying to get at, Reactance Theory. I'm not sure on what channel yet. I won't be able to do my own stream. I just don't have the hardware for it. And I kind of toyed with the idea of maybe getting like a laptop or something, but let's not dive into the deep end right away. But some of the other streamers who are going to be out there will be streaming. I've heard rumors that some of them might even be doing some live streams of walking around New York, so I might end up showing up on their channels. So I'll post updates on Twitter, I'll post updates on Discord, but I'm not going to do any live streams myself. Yeah, I might do some vlogs, Eddie, for the main YouTube channel. Those are kind of easy, honestly, and low effort to do. Just a matter of getting them uploaded. I can figure something out. IRL stream in New York. There might, like, I think some of the other streamers are thinking about doing that. So, if they do, I'll post on the Discord, I'll post on the Twitters, and, you know, I might be in the background. It will be my second time in New York City, Eddie. I worked up in Connecticut for a while, and while working and living in Connecticut, I took the opportunity. I think we win this. I took the opportunity to go down to New York City. So I went out to Liberty Island, saw the Statue of Liberty, went to Times Square at night, and that place is just as bright at night as normal places are during the day. Those are kind of the big two things. There was this big giant bridge that we walked down, which is apparently a thing to do, but it was just like walking on a bridge. But yeah, I've been there one other time. And just for the day. This will be the first time I've ever slept in New York City. Nice leader play, fool. Easy wins. I probably should have snapped this guy. He snapped turn 1. What was it that he thought he could win with? Alright, 8 cubes, I'll take it. You guys got any thoughts on the new bundle that came out? I'm assuming, I didn't even check to see if my Steam client updated. No joke, guys, I might be old Patrick Gregg right now. I guess we should check on that. We have so many thoughts, right, Eddie? I've kind of landed on bundle's not for me. The bundle's not for new players. The bundle is for new whales. Folks who do kind of want to spend that kind of money, and they're not Series 3 collection level full yet. I don't think I can recommend buying the bundle, but I think folks that want to buy it can definitely go after it. Dude, Holler 491, good to see you in chat. 100%. The series drop announcement is extremely awesome. It's something that really we've been needing. We've been needing that information. The cards they've selected look like good cards to select. There's more than I thought. I was thinking maybe 3, probably 2. There's quite a few rotating down, which is absolutely excellent. Came at a good time, and I like the way that they're combating buyer remorse with the first edition badges on cards. Kind of gives that old first edition like Pokemon feel to it, where you had the little badge on it and you felt kind of cool. So I'm glad to see that implementation. I think that was some smooth, well thought out ideas there. White Tiger is good, but is it worth it? The Moby Dick bundle? Yeah, the current bundle is definitely the Moby Dick bundle. Yeah, love the idea of first edition badges. So strong. And yeah, really good cards. Really good cards to rotate. Honestly, I'm kind of glad to see that to see M'Baku did not rotate down. And I'll tell you guys why. I like this idea in Hearthstone, where it wasn't the legendary cards, but more like the epic level, I think they were called, the second rarest cards. Sometimes they weren't powerful. They were just unique enough that they didn't want you to find them. They wanted them to be rare because they were, did they really? They really did because of this Cosmo. And I probably, was that Cosmo on board? It probably was. Okay, I probably misplayed that. This channel of mispronunciations and misplays, guys. But they don't want that like ability to be really accessible, because if you don't have enough experience with the game, it might feel bad. And I think that M'Baku should be rare for a little while longer, because like he might feel bad as a Series 4, but if you've got a decent enough collection level, you might be able to try Bro 2, you might be able to try Lockjaw. But if you don't have Cerebro, you don't have Lockjaw, and you pull M'Baku like regularly in Collection 3, Series 3, that feels real bad, you know? So I kind of like the idea of them leaving M'Baku alone and moving down some more powerhouses. Shuri coming down is really good. I'm super happy to see that. Oh yeah, Eddie, I bet that badge is going to be really dope. And I love the idea that it's going to be like on all your versions, your variants, your infinite splits, all of them. Just that card name. And I kind of feel like that might be where they do it, right? Is they'll do something with this logo. Since the logo does stay the same between all the variant types, they'll probably do first edition somewhere tied in with the logo, or at least in whatever kind of art layer the logo's attached with. Yeah, official Tony, more signature variants. Get me a Ben Brode signature variant. That might actually make me want to whale. I have decided, guys, that I'm not going to purchase the bundle. I think the bundle is a value. There's value to it, but I don't think I want my vote for it to go with that bundle. It's just not for me. I don't need to climb collection level. I'm not looking for it. I don't think it provides me with what I'm looking for out of this game, right? If they do one day change M'Baku similar to Captain Marvel, it makes sense to stay in 5. Yeah, true, Eddie. And who knows, they might have some sneaky buffs or some sneaky buffs or nerfs waiting around the corner in that January 31st batch as well. Fast moving down is super cool. Luke Cage and She-Hulk too. Yeah, Marks, 100% agree. She-Hulk moving down, I think, was a very healthy move, honestly, because that card is just so versatile that if you pick it up, you can play it in any deck you have, no matter like how full your collection is. So I think that's a really good fill card to see move down. And I think Luke Cage is essential to move down, actually. The Hazmat archetype needs that card to kind of exist. M'Baku buff to 1/6. Official Tony, Holy smokes, my good sir. That is way too much buff. We gotta win mid, right? No, we can't. We literally, winning mid doesn't win it for us. Because they snuck into Sanctum while we were chit-chatting. I mean, we can add 6 power to mid. That's pretty nice. And then just 12 over here. That might be what it is, but I do have to win. I have to win both lanes. I should probably retreat on this. I'm going to give this a shot. I think that, let's see here. They go mid, right? They definitely attack mid, but the thing is I can't put power right if I put Magneto there. And I have to win. I have to win another lane. Could I do something like this? Put a little bit of power? It's just 1 point of power. No, it's 6 points. 6 points of power to the left, and then either 8 or 12 to right. Let's see what this does. Let's see what this does. Let's see if Dracula gets us there. Okay, they played mid. That feels bad. That's an extra Odin. All right. Well, yeah, we definitely lost this then, without a doubt. Oh, also Dracula's... Oh my gosh, guys. Dracula is leeched. Oh, I just bled 4 cubes. I thought maybe I found a witty line, and I completely started ignoring the fact that I got leeched. It's a little rough. It's a little rough. But we learned some things. And that is to look at your cards when you play them and check to see if there are leech statuses on them. And it was, oh hey, it's Brown Paladin. What's up, my friend? Whoa! This is good. I love this. This is so much better. I don't have to scroll anymore. Oh yes, what does yours look like? You still look good? Oh, it's out here in the middle now. Much further down? Not tucked away as much. Interesting. We're learning new patch stuff, guys. I like this. Now this feels a little awkward since it moved over. This right here is out of place. It needs to be kind of over here. But that's okay. It's okay. Incremental steps. Baby steps at a time. That's how you do good development. I should not have played Thor here, guys. You always kind of want to leave... You want to leave this lane for Giganto power if you can. Because Giganto's... That's the only lane he's playable in. It's also New York, so we could potentially move in there if we needed to. Ooh, a Shuri's Lab? Honestly, kind of bad. What do we put on Shuri's Lab? Oh my goodness, a Wong shows up? Oh, an Infinite. I love to see it. Okay, let's see here. We're losing Shuri's Lab? We're always losing Shuri's Lab. That's fine, right? We're snapping. Check it out, guys. We got Odin. We're just going to lose Shuri's Lab. We're going to arrow Shuri's Lab, and that's going to pull the card off Wong. And then we're going to Odin. Arrow, and that's going to pull the next card off Wong. Ah, oh, man. Snap scared him away. I didn't even have Cosmo, which is what they were scared of. GG, Paladin. GG. Brown Paladin, one of our community members, often frequents the stream, so we might see him pop into chat. And if we do, yell some GGs at him. All right, this is a fantastic hand. I love this hand. I hate these locations. I love this hand. See the third location. Is this something that we can actually work with? 9 power monster. It's a little worrisome. Alright, well, Thor's got to go here. Just has to happen. That's going to put a hammer in our deck. And that gives us 1 draw on hammer before we play Lockjaw. Then we can play Lockjaw into Wasp. We have the hammer. We'll play the hammer as well. If we don't have the hammer, you know, we'll take the risk. Dylan, how you doing, buddy? Thanks for coming in with your raid. Hey, Raiders. What's up, Dylan? How was your stream, bud? Feeling good? Have a good one? How's your climb? Where you at? We played last night, and I think, if I remember correctly, you retreated on me.
Hey, are you guys friends? Maybe.
Oh yeah. Is this one a good one? Hey, Starya! Starya, thank you, friend, for that follow. Appreciate that. We're just having ourselves a nice sleepy time stream. Doing a little climb. I'm a little tired, but we're doing a full month of streams this month, so had to come in. Didn't want to burn a rain check. Do a little bit of climb. Yeah, still at 84, villain. I was like, could not. I broke into 80 and then like fell back down and was hard stuck below 80. And then we found this deck and it has proven beneficial and it has done well for us. And until it doesn't do well for us, we're gonna play this deck and see if we can get infinite. Yeah, no surfer equals retreat. I was debating on whether I was gonna retreat that game myself, villain. And it was partially because I was trying to figure out if you had surfer. Honestly, if I remember the game correctly, because I was real tired and lazy snapping, you probably could have bluffed me out of that one. But that's really risky to do on ladder, right? It's so risky to try to pull bluffs on ladder. 10 days in, or 9 days in. Well, I guess 10 days and then the one rain check. Yeah. Yeah, I feel pretty good about it, Eddie. I feel pretty good. And I was hyped today. Like, all day at work. I was like, oh, I can't wait to stream. It's going to be so cool. And then, like, all this news dropped. And that was really cool. And all the Twitter conversations. And then I just, like, during my last meeting at work, I caught myself, like, you know, the quick head nod of, oh no, there's the tired creeping in. So we got some relaxation after sitting at a house. But we got that tiredness. Debigo, yo, good to see you in chat, bud. You were 85, dropped to 82, then Destroyer Spectrum got you back up to 84. Nice, villain. Someone bluffed you with Chavez, got an easy 8 cubes out of you. Ooh. Alright. Bad news, chat. My entire left monitor, which the game is on, has just spazzed out. Like, it's spazzed out so freaking hard. So I'm looking at the OBS recording of my monitor right now to play this hand. Alright, let's give this a shot. I don't know what to do about this monitor. I haven't the slightest clue. Oh, it fixed itself. I moved chat for a moment. It fixed itself. That was weird. Ooh, Crush, calling it out. New shop, homies. Let's go check it out, Crush. We'll check it out right after this game. Dude, I'm wishing the best pixel variants out there. All the pixels in your shops, guys, but only the best ones. The Big O, how do I feel about the patch? I feel pretty okay about the patch, honestly. The bundle's a little weird. I think it's marketed. They said new players. What they meant was new whales. People who have $100 that want to drop it on a mobile game. That's who this is targeted to. But specifically, I think folks that are like finishing up collection level 3. I'm not too thrilled to buy it. I'm not going to buy it. I want some art. Honestly, like, as weird as that is to say, get me some of that dear art. Play Wasp on left because we don't want the negative. Let me do a count real quick. 6 power here pushes us over. Extra power here pushes us even further. We're winning all 3 lanes like hard right now. There might be a Hela in play. I wasn't paying attention to that, but I don't see like a more Dracula. So maybe it's not Apocalypse craziness. We'll snap it. Let's see what happens. New location is crazy. Oh man, Debigo. I forget which location it is. We're gonna have to check on it. I was a little worried about that for my climb, having to adjust to a new location. As far as the patch goes, I'll tell you some big stuff, Debigo. This right here, this being spread out and not having to scroll, this is huge. This was such a pain on mobile. Absolute nightmare. And I like just how it's kind of laid out. I do like that this information is more front and center now, but we've noticed a little haha on the graphicals right here, right? This is no longer pointing to the portrait like it is for this one. So we've noticed a couple things on the overall improvements of the patch so far. I haven't reviewed the release notes since the patch dropped. I reviewed the leaked ones, and it's all pretty good stuff. I'm pretty okay with it. Altar of Death. Oh my god, it's that one, Debigo? Okay. Okay, we might actually have to respec. Like, we might have to respec. Now see this, like 3,000 gold, we're getting 1,500 credits, 3 variants, of which are pretty good looking. I like this. This feels pretty good. Pro bundle? Nah, not my interest. Ooh, spicy. Pixel Captain Marvel. Let's pick that up. This is a good Deadpool variant. I'm not spending 12 on it though, sorry. Oh my gosh, the Red Green Goblin? Oh, the shop has been, oh, we can set it as favorite right now. Oh, look at that new patch hotness, guys. We can set it as variant the moment we purchase it. Love it. Yeah, do it. Swap that bad boy out. This is a pretty nice looking Moon Knight. I don't buy 12s. I don't buy 12s. Angela Pixel. I don't play enough Angela. All right. Honestly, I just don't like it as much. Like, I don't know what it is. This one, pixel-wise, doesn't really speak to me. I'm not trying to collect all pixels, but this one got the space in the background. This one's new hotness for sure. Buy Doc Hawk? Buy the Hawk official, Tony? I don't know if I want him yet. I don't know. I'm still sitting on him. I'm gonna watch some more gameplay videos on him. I know I don't want Sauron, so I'm okay with not having my shop rotate right now. Because I know I don't want Sauron. But yeah, this one, this red skull, this red green goblin. Oh my gosh. It's so disgustingly good. Look at all the different Spider-Mans that he's taking care of. I don't even know who all these people are, but he took care of them. Oh, and that background too. Oh my god. Oh my god. We might have to play a Green Goblin deck. Altar of Death. This might be difficult with this deck, to be honest. Might seriously want to look into respecting. Yeah, Sauron is so meh. I kind of like the idea of him for... I like that he's a card. I think it's a good card. I think it's good to have Sauron in the game. I think it's actually really important to have that card in the game. However, it just doesn't seem fun. Doesn't seem exciting. MODOK is supposed to be in the new season pass card. Yeah, Debigo. Actually taking the time, by the way, Debigo, to type out not only the full caps, but the periods in between MODOK. That's dedication. That's dedication. Yeah, MODOK's going to be awesome, right? That's going to be a really fun card to play. Like, coming up with the decks where you want to discard your entire hand and stuff like that is going to be fun. Invisible MODOK Hela, and then don't do anything else, right? Just have big cards in your hand. It's gonna be nutty, guys. And I understand you want your battle pass card, your season pass card to be sexy. You want it to be sexy. You want people to go after it. Be a new gameplay style, right? Something we haven't built these cards together like this before. And Sauron doesn't offer that. Or it's not even Sauron, right? It's is it Sauron? So it's the damn Lord of the Rings evil guy. Yeah, Crush. It discards your entire hand, I'm pretty sure. Let's see if Hyktron is up to date. Oh, it thinks I said Mordo. Okay, well, rip. But yeah, Strong Guy is going to be really good, Crush. Just discard your entire hand. You can go... What are we doing here? Something like this? This feels weird. I think this is fine. Yeah, this is pretty good. We snapped this. Oh yeah, the whole season passes for the new Ant-Man movie. Yeah, I saw the variants and stuff in there, in the leaked stuff. A new Wasp variant that looks really good, and a pretty sexy looking Ant-Man variant too. Of course, I don't. Is MODOK in the new Ant-Man movie? I have no clue. I've got no clue. I know that there is a new Ant-Man movie. I know that it's coming out in February because I think I'm going to go see it while in New York City. Yeah, he is in the new movie. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. Very cool. Day 10. January 10th, guys. I'm hoping to get this infinite. Get this climb over. Geo Marshall. Good to see you in chat, bud. MODOK appeals on the trailer if you're not mistaken. Good evening, good evening. Good to see you in. Good to see you in. Thanks for coming by. I honestly don't know if I've seen the Ant-Man trailer. The Big O you're saving for Kang? I heard somebody else say that they're saving for Kang. Like, basically, what is it? The last card to release this month is like the Demon King or the Dark Demon? Wow, my memory's so bad when I'm this tired. But yeah, the last card releasing this month, whichever one it is, like the one that resets all cards at this location to their base power. Thank you for pulling Hammer, by the way. Oh my god, thank you, Doc Ock. That card seems interesting. The rest of them seem kind of meh. But Kang definitely seems interesting. Should be a fun card to play around with. And there's some other cards I think have been leaked for potential February inclusion that also seem a little bit more interesting. So I am all for team hoard those tokens. Hoard them real good. Yeah, 5/8 discard your hand. That's who you gonna call it? Wow, we got nothing there. We just dumpstered on leader. You can't beat me with your silly leader deck. Oof, 2 cubes. I'll take it. I'll take it. Demon King. Debigo, you're dead on. It is Demon King. 100% Demon King. Pretty sure it's Demon King. Rickster, good to see you in chat, bud. How you doing? Hope you're having a terrific Tuesday. Thanks for coming by, hanging out on our sleepy stream, where we're just trying to climb a little bit. Shadow King. It does seem a lot of fun, Rickster. But if our opponent snaps turn 1, on Altar of Fire or Altar of Death, we 100% assume they have Deadpool in hand. Because that's disgusting. If you had Deadpool right now for Altar of Death, disgusting. Disgusting. We might have to, for the next 2 days, guys, we might have to tech into this location. It's 40% of games. Absolutely, 40% of games is going to show this location. Wow, a Gamma Lab? How much did you give me? 2 energy? I'd be able to play a 5 power card? It just doesn't even seem all that good. Need you a Deadpool deck? Yeah, Rickster. I might look into like some kind of Deadpool. Some sort of Deadpool destroy deck might be really good. Something that you can run Electro in too. Just drop Electro down on that. Oh my gosh, 3 energy next turn and one of it stays forever? Disgusting. Alright, so we can Jubilee into Altar of Death. That's pretty good, because then we at least still summon something. And we'll get 2 power. So this deck's got some Altar of Death synergy, but it is on the 4th, right? The best we can do is 4th turn, Jubilee into it. Looks like they are sacking our Wasp that we gave them. I did not consider that. Oh my god, Shuri as well, Crush. Yeah, I don't know if I want to see that. Tails G dropped a vid. Gonna go watch it? Alright, alright. Enjoy, Rickster. Jesus Christ. And Shuri. Deadpool Shuri. I didn't even consider that, Crush. Why is Mr. Fantastic over here? I don't understand. Well, we can't do this because that's a bad idea, right? Like, there's no way we win that. Honestly, I think it might be this and then this. Oh yeah, they definitely go together. I have not tried Shuri in a Deadpool deck yet. And I don't know, maybe this is the location time to do it. I mean, all we can do is just put 12 here, right? I mean, I guess we could just not, but that seems silly. We should... Well, wait a second. Should we put 12 here? We're losing this. Yeah, we should definitely put 12 here. There's no question about it. The extra 6 on Sunspot's not worth it. And what we end up doing is, like, we pull Mr. Fantastic. And if they play any other 3 or 4 drops, we could potentially pull those as well. Just haven't done it yet? Oh, you don't have her yet. You don't have her yet. I feel a little silly, Crush. I had never even considered Shuri for Deadpool. Which is, like, especially for something like this. On turn 5, you can lay down Shuri and then lay down Deadpool on Altar of Death, and then, like, it's just huge. Just disgusting huge. And then you Deadpool Taskmaster on turn 6. Oh my god. And then your opponent killmongers and laughs. Yeah, you can save a turn on killing it. Right? And if you can get it and kill it in the same turn, which is what Altar of Death is going to let us do, then you also get you like quadruple it in a turn, which is insanity. I don't 100% know why he tried to win against me with Lockjaw. His deck is not built towards Lockjaw. That's okay, we'll take the 4 cubes against Alex Warlock. I'd love to hit... Ooh. Guys, mystery variant. Mystery variant. Do you guys want to do a prediction on the mystery variant? Let's do a prediction on the mystery variant. Start a prediction here. What are some options we should have, chat? Pixel's definitely a good option. Mystery variant. Let's see here. We got Dan Hip. We got Pixel. We got Art Germ. Oh gosh, I'm gonna feel so bad if I don't recognize what it is and I have to look it up. The 1961 or something like that, or something like that. Oh yeah, there we go, baby. I like that. I like that. I like that a lot, Eddie. I'm gonna leave Art Germ in there though. All right, let's do this. A little 5-minute prediction. We'll play a game, and then we'll come back and we'll open this up. And I totally won't forget about it and queue into a game immediately after. No way that will ever happen on this channel, chat. What missions we got cleared? All right. I need to play 2 cost cards. This deck apparently has no 2 cost. Oh yeah, it literally doesn't. I guess I'll sit for a moment. Let's see here. What variant would I be super thrilled to get? You know, I would be cool with a Magneto variant. As much fun as we've had playing Magneto in this deck, I think Magneto would be a really cool variant. Giganto, not a bad variant for me to get. But I don't think I enjoy Magneto in the same way that I enjoy Magneto. I said that twice. I don't enjoy Giganto in the same way that I enjoy Magneto. All right, we got double Jubilee on Hermitage. We've got a prediction going to figure out what style our mystery variant is. Did I put other? Oh, I totally forgot other. All right, well, if it's not Baby Cheatham, Archum, or Pixel, or Dan Hip, we will just do a full refund. Since I forgot to put other in there. And so this is technically, possibly, impossible to predict. Because we forgot to include the catch-all of other. Looks like we got a vote for Pixel, a vote for Chibi. I am pretty positive I spelled Dan Hip incorrectly. All right, this is super full. I think we definitely need more cycles, don't we? No, we just need to pull the hammer. We just need to pull the hammer. Yeah, let's pull the hammer. And then we might still be able to Giganto Titan if we find Giganto. We could put Giganto and Wasp. Holy crap. I have 3 hammers? When did I get 3 hammers? I thought I only had 2 hammers. Oh, because of Odin? Did Odin activate another hammer pull? Oh my goodness. So is it actually just Lockjaw? Let's see, there's 2 cards in our deck. I think it might just be Lockjaw. I'm gonna do this. This is a bad idea. I'm gonna do it. I snapped, which makes me sad because if they retreat, then we don't get to see this insanity that's about to pop off. But I think this is gonna be insane. Alright guys, we're almost done with this match. I'm not forgetting that we have a prediction open. It is about to close, so if you'd like to get your predictions in. Right now it looks like there's no love for Dan Hip. We got some love for the Pixel, looks like a potential 10-point snipe on Pixel. And then Chibi. Eddie, a big Chibi fan. Professor X also guarantees you the location, and you can pull him early with the extra energy. Oh my gosh. And then, right, the greedy decks that need that energy won't be able to get it. Oh, we just got Shang-Chi'd. Lol, just kidding. Dracula in for the win. Let's go. Let's go. All right, let's upgrade our Wasp. She's been doing good for us. I've got some credits. Give us just a little bit of time here to let the submission fall off. Guys, if you'd like to participate in the prediction, you've got probably 20 seconds left. Probably, honestly, not even the 20 seconds. Get her up to at least 3D. There we go. Give her that nice blue border. And then we'll see what this mystery variant is. Ta-da! Ta-da! Oh, my light's dead. Uh-oh, indeed. We really should have had the other option, because this would fall under other instead of getting a mystery variant. You know, instead of finding that Chibi variant or that Pixel variant, instead we just crash the game client. Pretty sexy stuff. All right, something went wrong. Try again in a few minutes. All right, chat, you know what it is. You know how to fix IT problems. Oh, there we go. It was Pixel. Moon Girl finally showing up after a long moment there. It is a Pixel. So we're gonna pay out the believers. We're gonna choose that Pixel. Yeah, 3%, 10 channel point snaps. Eddie, thanks for playing, bud, but I'm afraid that you have donated your channel points, your pets from Micho away. Choose outcome. It was the Pixel. All right, very nice. Do I set that as my Moon Girl variant? Absolutely not. I've got a much cooler looking moon. All right, 93.6. Let's see about it. Let's see about it. Only two more ranks to 95, guys. Only 2 more ranks. So remember, we don't like to play on left with this deck because we're running Giganto. And therefore, like, filling up left or putting power on left just doesn't really matter when you drop 14 power on 6 on left and just surprise your opponent. Except we can't play that on 6. Just kill him. So we're going to go ahead and put our early power Sunspot into Kiln and start powering him up. See if we can't claim this location early. From here, a Monster Metropolis appeals, so we know that we want to have high power there. So we're looking at something like Dracula to take the power at the end of the game, Magneto, or possibly Infinite if we really have to pass, which we could do because we've got Sunspot on board. Thor, an excellent card to put on to Savage Land. Thor being a card that we can scale later makes it really useful because there's only 2 slots in Savage Land. However, our opponent throws down the Killmonger, destroys our Sunspot, and also cleans up the right location for us. Can I get that camera to focus back in for a moment? So now, like, the real question is, right, do I want Dracula on Monster Metropolis or potentially Kiln? And I think I'm still going to compete for Kiln. Okay. Fill that up with carnage. All right, this isn't too bad. Hey, Eddie, have a wonderful night. It's good to hang out with you, bud. Take care. Take care. Thank you very much. Sleep well, and I'll see you around, my friend. All right, carnage is at 7. So, like, Odin wins it, Giganto wins it, Magneto wins it. Beautiful. Dad, Tactical. Good to see you in chat, bud. Hope you're having a wonderful evening. Just having a little short sleepy time stream. Day 9 of our month of streams. We did take one rain check, but this is our 9th stream this month, so I'm feeling pretty good about it. 9 out of 10. Would have been 10 out of 10 if we had rice, but no rice on this stream. All right, I'm playing arrow right. I was trying to figure out arrow right, arrow mid. Where do I want to go? I like the arrow right move now. Oh yeah, the new location is very interesting. Dad Tactical. Gotta figure out how I want to utilize it. I mean, right now I'm still just playing the deck that's been doing me pretty well. This good Lockjaw deck. All right, so you see what I realized there, chat, is in order to win with Dracula, we have to eat Magneto, Giganto, or Odin. If we add 6 power over here, we can just play it over here even. I don't care. Well, I mean, maybe we'll play it over here if they don't play in mid. But if we add 6 power here, then we can contest Savage Land, potentially win that. Dracula has a 1 in 4 to lose the game on left if it eats Wasp. We know they're playing mid, right? They got to contest mid. They're winning left. They're winning right. It's up to us to win 2 locations. They just need to contest mid to force us out of mid. So I think we win this because I think we're able to play to both locations. As long as we don't eat Wasp. Okay, an extra 4 power there. That's nothing to scoff at. Now we tie. Oh, we tie and we lose the tiebreaker. 1 power making the difference on right. Look at that arrow nerf. Look at that arrow nerf, chat. There it is. There it is. Arrow nerf. Let me try that again real quick. Yep. Arrow nerf made the difference. Sorry, I'm grabbing a screen grab of that game real quick. That's after stream. That's gonna go out. That's gonna go on the Twitter. All right, let's keep on going. We lost one to the arrow nerf, but that's okay. That is a-okay. A silver kingpin deck. So like running kingpin and silver surfer? That's interesting. Alex, you minimized and forgot. Hey buddy, welcome back. You made a good first. It was good to see you. How you doing, Alex? Good to see you, the Alex. Maybe I should start really enunciating the in your name, Alex. Making sure that we point out that you're not just Alex. You are the Alex. There are no other pretenders out there. Just busy as always. Amen, dude. Amen. Oh, by the way, I listened to the Snap Clash podcast that you were in. Excellent job, man. Great topics to go over, some good points. I loved listening to like the back and forth about the new cards and your early thoughts on the balances. Great job on the podcast, bud. Absolutely wonderful. I can leave it out if I want. Oh yeah, there were a lot of things to talk about. There'll be a lot of things to talk next. Marvel Snap just dropping news after news after news after news, right? Like we actually do have the patch now, so we can see things like this beautiful new emote layout. And I just realized I'm fighting my evil doppelganger. But also, they announced rotations. They announced series drops. They gave us a date for battle mode. January 30th. Patch pending quality checks. Woo woo. Battle mode on the way. Oh my goodness. Do we have a command that brings up a link to the patch notes? Dad Tactical? I'm afraid I do not. However, by asking for that, and pointing that out, I will pull up the patch notes for us, and I will get you that link. The command was asked for it in chat, and Streamer will do it. I'm not the greatest at adding commands live. Marvel Snap Zone, Marvel Snap Zone. What about like the official Marvel Snap patch note? News. Get ready for the drop. Patch notes. Here you go, Dad Tactical. I got you. I got you, bud. Patch notes, January 10th, 2023. Yeah, Alex, they you've been chilling with modded Minecraft today? Yeah, the patch came out, I think like right around 11 a.m. Eastern. And they posted an announcement on Discord about all of the series rotations going down, and they said that the series rotations will happen in the next patch, in parentheses, with battling, with the ability to battle friends or something like that, in parentheses, on tentatively planned for January 31st. So like, while they were talking about the card rotations and the fact that they have to do card rotations via a patch, they just ever so slightly said, oh, and battle mode's planned too. Like, the next patch is definitely going to be battle mode. So super psyched. Oh, Dag Tactical, I got you. That one should be it right there. No, and I dig it, Dag Tactical. I wonder if there's a potential way. Probably not. Recent? Latest. Let's see if it says late. Nope. I was trying to see if maybe there was like some shortcut to the patch notes URL where the same URL would always go to the most current patch notes, and I might keep playing with it. But if that's a thing, if I can find like a consistent patch note URL that's the same all the time, then it's an easy A plus, make it a command immediately. But I love the idea, and I love that you asked for it, Dad Tactical, because it does help me find new ways to improve the stream, right? Because we do have, for instance, the roadmap. We got the roadmap command, and this one's really helpful too. So getting something for patch notes makes a lot of sense. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I think I'm retreating this one. All right, you're the best. Rough, fast, and wild. Oh no, Lockjaw, you dirty, dirty dog. Alright, well, Magneto will pull Killmonger and Storm in, potentially, if they don't fill up mid, and I don't think they do. I think they fight for here. So we can put the 6 power. I don't know. I just want to see how this plays out. Because we might, like, get lucky here and pull Dracula, which could eat... Oh my gosh! And it pulls the Broods over to mid instead of Killmonger and Storm into mid. That kind of hurts, to be honest. So we pull Dracula out guaranteed. Then we pull Magneto out guaranteed. Yo, we won the game. Sometimes, guys, just trust your gut, trust your intuition. Because I was like, if I put Magneto down, it's going to do some crazy shit. And maybe we tie right and then we just go for points. I did not. We could have mathed that, by the way, chat. We only had one card in deck. Right? And when I looked down, I instantly knew it was Dracula. And I was like, Dracula's in our deck. Maybe we will pull Dracula. I said maybe. If we checked, we would have known that we pulled Dracula. And therefore, by playing the hammer, we pull Magneto back out for the power. In retrospect, that was an amazing decision that I wish I had calculated and did not luck into. I just kind of looked at it. My gut said, play Magneto mid. And I said, okay, why not? We trust our intuition, we trust our gut, but it is much better to have the brain calculate and confirm what the gut is thinking. And that's what we're going to practice when we start playing tournaments. Oh my god, what is these locations? Sinister London, Bar Sinister? Can we have another Sinister location? Is there another Sinister location that we could get the trifecta for? I don't think there's one that exists yet, but maybe in the future. I get the feeling that I am the perfect distance away from my camera to just make it go super fuzzy all the time. Because when I'm kind of leaning back and relaxing, I feel like I go fuzzier more, but if I was to like sit at my desk as if I was like Mr. Robot, then I think it does really well. I don't know. Sorry, I got distracted by the fuzziness of camera. Maybe this should have gone to Sinister London, to be honest. I really hate to see that snap. Really don't like seeing that snap. Especially after misplaying, Sunspot should have definitely been on Sinister London, no doubt about it. The death coming down is really bad to see as well. Ooh, interesting. So we can just lose the hub, maybe? Nothing in our deck's good. It's just Thor. It's just Thor. Thor, Wasp. Lady Thor. You think you have way too much going on with the Silver Surfer Kingpin deck? You had a link, let me take a look, Dad Tactical. I'm interested. I don't play Kingpin and I don't play Silver Surfer, but I'll take a look and give you my thoughts on it. And then disregard them. Because they come from a place of not necessarily the most well informed. You want all the things. I've done that as well, Dad Tactical. I've definitely built decks where it's just like, I just want to do all the things. That's all there is to it. I want to have all the fun cards. I want to play all the funny memes, and then you can just never get it off the you never get it off the ground unless you get the perfect line. I can just look on the Discord. Okay, bud. Let's see here. I mean, I don't hate it, right? Like Juggernaut Kingpin has good synergy. Of course, like Silver Surfer has synergy with those. I think maybe your Spider-Man. I mean, I guess I can see what you're doing. You're already controlling stuff, but that's the first thing that I think is like quote unquote cuttable. Here's a crazy thought for you. What about Miles Morales? Right? You're already moving a bunch of cards in this deck between Polaris, Jug, Arrow, Magneto. Now granted, like you can't move with Magneto unless like they wave you, but you got a lot of different move cards in here. Maybe the other Spider-Man. Maybe the other Spider-Man for just good cheap power. Oh yeah, no, they each get their own discard. Not that that was enough to get us through. Also, I had a little bit of trouble remembering, and I'm going to commit it to memory now, Dad Tactical, what your Discord name is. All right, chat, we're going to take a quick BRB, but we're going to do it a little bit differently tonight because tonight is going to be a short stream and I just really need to use the restroom. So instead of going through the BRB screen and all that silly stuff, we're just going to do the really awkward Marvel Snap game where I play from my phone and I'll let Chair hang out with you guys. And then you can kind of see what's going on in the game, but it's super awkward and weird. But yeah, you can actually play the same game from your Steam client and your mobile phone at the same time. It just doesn't look good. You were thinking Spider-Man can lock down Kingpins? Okay, to make sure Kingpin stays open and they can't fill it up. I like that. That makes sense. You could, Dad Tactical, but you do whatever you want, man. I can keep it mapped in my head. Don't feel bad about it. Don't think twice about it. You be who you want to be where you're at. All right, but let me hit play here real quick. And I think Dad Tactical, you can even like set it up to where you can have different Discord names on different servers. So if you wanted to be like Dad Tactical in one server and something else in another. But again, don't worry about it. I've got it committed to memory now. All right, we're set up here. Same game on the mobile. We're going to end the turn real quick. And I'll leave you guys with Chair for a little bit. Yeah, it's super weird, right? Like none of the cards go in the location, and you kind of have to like guess at what I actually did. But if I do something like, let's see here. I think if I play with the cards, we can see what my final game state looked like, and we can catch the Steam client up. No, we can't. I'd have to actually be able to interact with the cards. But we did win that one. That was our final game state there. You can kind of tell what we did ish. Anyway, goofy thing that you can do with Snap, you can play the same game from two places. And I haven't heard of any awkwardness coming from that. I don't know if anybody has had awkwardness. That's the first time that I've actually, like, that's the second time that I've done that. I did one time of it as a test. Co-Micro, good to see you in. This new feature, yeah, it forces you to game plan. I've been thinking about that. Co-Micro is so this deck's got a little bit in it because of Jubilee, but I've already been thinking like, should I go for a deck for the next 2 days worth of climb that kind of leans into this location a little bit because it is kind of like actually, you know, a thing. It's a pretty impactful location, at least compared to last time. Yeah, oh yeah, dead tactical. They overlap. They get weird. It is kind of interesting. Like if you are playing on both though, and you start like wiggling a card around a location, it will correct the cards. Ooh, Hood, an easy addition to any deck. Very nice. Yeah, I think I'd have to agree with that, Co-Micro. I don't think we want to be forced to lockjaw our turn 5 play. And we're going to be sad if we find Jubilee on turn 5, I think. Like, best thing is to find Jubilee right now. Yeah, Electro's pretty good, for sure. But I guess, like, the cool thing about Hood over Electro is in the 60% of games where the new location doesn't show up, you can still kind of deal with Hood. Electro is really hard to deal with if you're expecting to have the ongoing disappear from you. But still an extremely, extremely strong and good card. Viper. Yeah, Viper. Viper good for Hood and Electro, right? Alright, so literally the only way I win this game is for Dracula to eat Infinite. Oh, we out. We out. We are going to retreat. Yeah. Viper Electro combo, just pushing your problems onto other people. Yeah, Electro's tagline, should it be like mo money, more problems? Mo energy, mo problems? Get it? Made a rap joke. I'm really tired, guys. Ooh, Mr. Negative. Oh my god, super spicy, right? You can feed Mr. Negative to Altar of Death and then use that energy to play the cards that you didn't get to negatize and then play your negatized cards. Go, Miker. I like it. Shit, this location might be a lot of fun. The good thing about this location is I do think like it might be prevalent enough that we're gonna have to tech for it to keep flying towards infinite. And because of that, we got some interesting stuff to go on with it. Gosh, I really hate that Linchinguilla is here. It's just gonna fill our deck with rocks. And oddly enough, I think it's the play. I think we just have to play on Linchinguilla. No, so bad. So bad. If we're gonna play on Linchinguilla, let's just play one. Because we don't have Jane Foster in hand. So like shuffling a hammer in our deck doesn't help us. Oh, they shut off Superflow? That's a real bummer. Brood. Brood being good. This is 2, bro? No, it's Surfer. This costs 2. It has 3 power. Oh, sorry, I was looking at the background art of that card. I don't know if I've looked at it that closely before. We can feed more into Altar of Death utilizing Jubilee to pull out a rock. How much you guys want to guess? Oh, Deadpool. Yeah, Co-Micro. We talked about Deadpool earlier. Deadpool's disgusting. Deadpool's super disgusting with this deck. I think we might win this. That's 3 power. They have Sarah. So they can Wong Sarah and beat us. But regular Sarah ties us. And we beat the tiebreaker. Why play Rock? So that Dracula. Well, we don't want Dracula to eat Rock. We'd rather have 1 less energy on Rock than Dracula to eat a 0 power Rock when he could eat an 8 power Odin. Oh god. Oh god. Yeah, rocks are bad for Dracula's teeth, big time. This is a strong loss. That Killmonger really tore us up. Oh man. That Killmonger wrecked us, guys. It's okay. That's okay. I think that was the right play. To expect the Silver Surfer. Alright, so this is looking pretty good. We got Lockjaw into Wasp. Okay, well, it's still looking okay. Until Mirror Dimension pops and knocks out another one of our cards. Dracula would have been pretty nice there, not gonna lie. We do have the Altar of Death, so Jubilee can go into Altar of Death. I don't think this is snappable yet. Interesting. I don't quite know what our opponent's going for right now. Oh my god, double Altar of Death. Interesting, interesting. I think we might be able to win this. I think this... Oh, okay, well that was really good. Doombot's really good for this. Yeah, thumbs up. Alright, so if this works the way I think it does, Wasps won't get destroyed. It will go into our deck and pull out another card. Okay, it did get destroyed, but Lockjaw still pulled out another card, and we got the energy for it? Interesting, interesting. Is the move to Magneto? Is the move to Arrow? The move is definitely not to Arrow, right? We definitely don't Arrow. We could play Lady Thor and Bella Thor. That's 12 power. Alone. Thor Wasp again. Yeah, we still trying, Joey. Good to see you in chat, by the way, Joey. T.O. Marshall, I don't know if I said it was good to see you in chat. Sorry if I missed the hello, bud. This doesn't win it. This might win that. Haha, funny, funny. Let's see. Odin? Yeah, we lost this. Right? Because you still get to double. 2 points. 2 points. Oh! Wait. That card was destroyed. Oh, and we also had no cards in our deck. So that's the interesting thing about this, right? Like, so because Wasp got destroyed, but got shuffled back into our deck, it doesn't flip over, but it still counts in the power, right? 2 plus 2 plus 1 is 5. 45 is 5. So even though we destroyed Wasp by playing it on Altar of Death, and it cycled into our deck, and it came back into our hand, and we got to play it, it just doesn't flip over. It doesn't flip over. Now, my curiosity is, what if this had an on of reveal effect? The power still added, but it didn't flip. Would the on reveal effect have gone off? Right? I don't think this is supposed to be happening, Tio. I think this is a bug. Okay, I know that this is a bug, but I think the interaction in the game that happened is a bug. Get it? Because of Wasp? Owen Lee DM'd me the altar deck from Dara. Okay, that's probably... Guys, Owen Lee's got a new hot suggestion. And it is another Dara deck. Dara makes some really good decks. Might be what we're climbing with tomorrow when we come on stream. Don't know how much I know about modded Minecraft, but you just finished your most complex project you ever done. I know very little, honestly, about Minecraft and modding of the Minecraft. As I made that play, guys, as I made that play, I heard Owen Lee go, Thor first, Thor first, get the hammer pool. Appreciate you, Owen Lee. And I guess we also don't want to play it over here, but I hate Jotunheim for Thor. I'd rather Dracula over there, so we're still going to play it here. But I watched a very good friend of mine, Alex, plays hardcore Minecraft. So I watch him play some. So I'm familiar with the game, but yeah, I don't think he does any heavy modding. You need to live vicariously through you. You don't have null. Oh, it's a null deck. All right. We'll play a couple games of it on stream only. System that automatically takes raw ore out of your storage network, processes it, and outputs 5 times the default. Yeah, it sounds a little nutty. Not gonna lie to you, bud. That sounds a little nutty. I've seen some pretty crazy, like, Minecraft's got some crazy stuff, like the auto sorters and the auto farms and all that stuff. Insanity. This guy just give us the ability to play Infinite. What a tool. What a tool. I think we play it over here and we feed the hammer in. Official Tony, you've been saving for Shuri and Null. Very nice. Where'd this come in from? From over here. Can I make a deck on mobile while... What happens if I delete the deck on mobile that I'm using to play the game with right now? Think the game would just like panic and die? Why would you play Doc Ock there? I don't even know what's going on. I didn't pay attention to the last game, but I think I'm supposed to snap. I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to snap and pass. Game explodes. Probably right, Tio. Probably right. What do I want to delete? I'll delete my pixel deck. It's not any good. All right, there we go. Got a new deck built. We'll play it a little bit. Official Tony, shop will automatically buy Doc Ock if you do that. That got me pretty good. Oh. Alright, so did this work? Absolutely did not. We're gonna have to like reset the client real quick to get things to sync up. Ooh. Alright. We got a little bit left in us, guys. A little bit left in us. We're going to try this Dara deck suggested by Owen Lee. So it looks like we got Hood, as we discussed, a really good card. Deadpool, again, really good for Altar. Nova seems pretty good. Bucky Barnes, okay. Carnage and Venom to eat him up. Sabretooth over and over. Taskmaster, a Zola, a Null, an Odin, and a Death. Interesting. What's the Odin doing in here? Is Odin in here for Zola, but then why? I don't understand Odin, Owen Lee. I don't see how Odin comes in here. But otherwise, yeah, the deck looks really good. Oh, great. All right. Well, Owenly, go watch Dara for a little bit. Figure out how to use the deck. Come back and let us know. Oh, hey, and we're playing the same deck. I forgot to change it. So, rip. Change Odin for Electro. I mean, I kind of like that a little bit. I mean, there's got to be something that Odin's doing in there. And I don't know, it might just be... Might be some weird Zola stuff. If you give me 2 energy next turn, I'm going to have 6, and I'm going to be happy about it. Mm-mm. No, it's not official, Tony. I forgot to change decks. The next deck will be the Dara deck. I did the Marvel Snap Classic. Build a brand new deck, but don't equip it. Yeah, it's got Deadpool in it, and all those other cards. So that's what we're going to be playing next. Yeah, we got a 75% chance not to instantly lose the game. Look at that. 75% easy every time. Oh, Infinite into Altar of Death. That feels good. Coming down with the armor. Also pretty good for Altar of Death, right? Because if the Destroy doesn't go off, I guess the energy doesn't happen. So you could really deny your opponent. I almost feel like we should just play towards what we got. If we snap here, they leave, right? They just leave the game and they give us 1 cube and we don't have to fight for it. That's what we're hoping for. I'd rather not fight this one out. All right, there we go. All right, guys, let's try out this Dara deck. Let's try this Altar of Death. Definitely looks like this deck is a tribute to death for sure. Equipped our Altar of Dara deck. I guess maybe we could have used the Punisher skull. All right, Dark Dimension. So I think what we have to do here, I think we can't bet that this is Altar. We can't bet on that. So we need to start setting up for Bucky. How do you utilize Odin in this? The only thing I see Odin being good for is Zola. Hmm. Oh, this is a big rip. Alright, we did not get Altar of Death that game, and our opponent armored us. Kind of a woof thing to run into. Odin procs Venom, and that's another death for death? True. And it's better than proccing Carnage. Alright, we got Altar of Death. Could we pull a Deadpool? No? Oh my god. What is this? What the fuck do we do? We have so much energy. Maybe Odin's in here just so that we can play a 6-cost card. This is so much energy. Death? Death? Venom eats and preferably eats Sabretooth. Sabretooth becomes a 0 to play with Odin again in the Venom lane? Maybe. I mean, it's definitely a line. It could happen, Dad Tactical. Death is a really fun card, and she's got some of the best variants out there, in my opinion. I love, I don't remember what the actual name of this death is, but I like to call it the wedding death. Yo, Brown Paladin, GG's earlier, bud. Doing well, doing well. Hope you're doing well. I don't know if I actually want to do that with Sabretooth, do I? Venom's more power. But then Deadpool's even more power, right? I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, I agree. I need a Zola the Deadpool. No, I mean I need a Zola the Venom. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a really big Deadpool in my hand. I'm gonna put that in the lane with Death. And then so I'm gonna Deadpool, Venom, Zola. You've dropped 11.5 ranks since yesterday? Oof. Brown Paladin. That's rough. Did we get waived? But we have 12 energy, so we can still do the exact same combo. Deadpool, Venom, Zola. What the? This is nutty. This is so nutty. They waived us, but we get to do it anyway. Absolutely amazing. Big wows, yeah. Remember when Wave would guarantee, like, the most you could do was play 2 cards? Maybe if you had Zabu 3, like, nah. We play in 4 cards after getting waived. Yeah, very good game earlier. Agent 13 in Jotunheim, yeah. Those were some tough locations in our match, too. Hard to navigate around those. Okay. This is interesting. Hey, we finally played enough 2-cost cards. Let's go. All right, Central Park. Interesting. That was filthy. That last match was definitely filthy. Oh, look at this Dark Dimension. Hashtag no batching. Please be Altar of Death. All right, it's not. It's not Altar of Death. This actually looks like a pretty strong retreat maneuver. I cannot tell a lie. All right, we out. That was not a great game for us, but that's okay. That was bad for our locations, but also just bad draw. Deadpool on Altar of Death. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Nice, Co-Marker. Nice. All right, well, maybe Odin's here to be discarded by Sokovia. It looks like our opponent is also playing a destruction deck, which means our pool 5 card here should be able to help us out a lot. All right, we're going to go ahead and use Carnage on the Ninja in hopes that this last one is still Altar of Death and we can Bucky it. Oh, wow. Well, maybe Ninja wasn't the greatest move for Null. And also, what other destructions do we have in here? Venom? Yeah, Venom. Maybe we find Venom. That's the correct order for that. You want to play Bucky before Nova because you want Bucky to be destroyed, summon Winter Soldier, and then Nova can hit the Bucky. Well, that wasn't fantastic. This honestly just doesn't feel all that great, does it? Yeah, I think we leave on that. We don't have Death in hand, and it looked like my best line was to like Zola Carnage. It's kind of what I was building towards, but that seemed wrong. Ooh, Project Pegasus. I mean, I straight up almost don't want to play anything. But we need to. Oh, their Infinite comes down. Very nice. Project Pegasus into Infinite. That's actually pretty funny, right? Because I think Project Pegasus wasn't like part of its plan to find like, or maybe not part of its plan, but I feel like Project Pegasus played a role into identifying that Infinite was coming or trying to visit Earth. Predicted it within an 8-hour window. Yeah, 3 games in a row, no altar. I think this one's a retreat too. Oh, now it definitely feels like a retreat. God, if we had Shang-Chi and could hit this Infinite, how absolutely disgusting would that be? I mean, that would just be the most disgusting thing that could happen, right? That's okay. I think also I gotta remember there's only 2 destruction cards in this deck, so we gotta be like, we can't just be popping Carnage off just to clean up a hood. Kind of really need to make sure you can synergize that and get more kills with the Carnage. if we got the Shang-Chi Infinite, it'd be so dirty I'd need a shower. Yeah, sounds about right. There's the Altar of Death. Ah, that's what we were looking for. That's what we were looking for. Oh, we should have snapped. We're gonna snap now. Should have snapped before we showed our hand, but that's okay. Oh, Psylocke, that's spicy. That Nova was particularly bad, actually, but we got a lot of whatchamacallit. Oh my goodness. Null's fun. I like Null. I don't think he's like broken or anything, but he's a lot of fun. This blows. Not gonna lie. I mean, even if we pull Null, how do we win, right? What if it's more like this, this, and this? Oh yeah, Alex? Tell me about your readings in lit class. It met for the first time today. Nice, nice. Kicking off the semester right, I'm reckoning. Oh, they got Jubilee. And it pulls Wakanda. And we didn't find Null. Odin's been leeched, so maybe we could just do this. Not fantastic. Ooh, very nice. Storytelling in comics and graphic novels. That's pretty lit class. Alright, so we got leeched there, and we should have retreated. I was greedy. Getting leeched on the altar game felt bad. Wow, Altar of Death shows up, and look at our hand. I mean, I guess we have Sabretooth for crying out loud, but... You're gonna have to read Sandman Dream Country, Batman Dark Knight Returns, Watchmen, and Death Note Volume 1. Holy smokes. Those are some good ones, I think. Not that I've read a book ever in my entire life, but those are some good ones. Yeah, T.O. Sandman would probably wreck me pretty hard right now. Sandman would definitely wreck this deck, because we just want to play so many cards. Oh yeah, Boat Times, you just saw the drop news, bud. Welcome in, welcome in. Good to see you. Did you see what they snuck in the drop news? They were talking about, in order to do series drops, it has to be a patch, right? And that they're planning on releasing that patch on January 31st. In that sentence, in parentheticals, there is one little line, including battling with friends. So the next patch, yes, series drops, but yes, battle mode! That's what I'm excited for, man. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. I need to start practicing for the tournament. Gotta get in there. Let's see here. Altar of Death. I think we can go ahead and put Death in mid. Yondu, there went my null. I wanted that. I really wanted that null. I mean, I kind of feel like this is a win. Did we already snap? We did already snap. The opponent snapped now. I'm not really worried about that, right? Because that, right? We've been doing okay boat times. We were playing the Lockjaw deck earlier. And then we thought, maybe we'll try out. We were thinking with Altar of Death showing up, we were like, we might need to tech into this location because it's pretty impactful to the meta, and we're going to be seeing it 40% of games. Owen Lee came in, said that Dara put together this deck list, and so we're trying it out. We're learning to pilot it. It can do some dirty stuff like that, but the climb's doing okay. I mean, we just got an 8 cuber, so that feels pretty good. Up to 93. Yeah, this deck pops the fuck off with Altar of Death. You're absolutely right, Marshall. This is absolutely absurd. I do have a Pixel Null. Here it is. Here it goes. Oh, and Co-Miker. I have to agree. Books are for nerds. Cool kids play the online CCGs. That being said, I love the book readers out there, but I just can't get through them. Every time I've tried picking up a handful of books, and every single time it honestly just unfortunately turns into not being able to finish it. I get halfway through a book every time. I get halfway through a book, and it's all I can do. Sokovia. Oh, but they got rid of the Shang-Chi, so that's actually feels pretty good. Not gonna lie. Well, we've killed Deadpool every single turn in this game, so that's cool. And we saw the Shang-Chi go by. I'm actually gonna snap. We saw the Shang-Chi get deleted. Yeah, there we go. There we go. There we go. Oh, I really wanted to hit 95 before ending stream, but it is a sleepy stream, and I am fastly waning, guys. We haven't done any extra misplays, just our normal amount of misplays, so we're doing all right. Comiker, you read Reddit all day, but if you pick a book out of the cold before you get through it in 3 pages, yeah, actually, very similar, Comiker. The constant just like ingesting of a story through like coherent story, something about that really helps me go to sleep as well, including audiobooks. But I know what audiobooks is. I do really well sleeping with television on or stream. There's a lot of streams that I lurk in just to, well, not just to sleep to them, but I start looking in them, I watch them, and then I fall asleep to them. You would alter of death that, you dirty dog. Yeah, it's something about reading a book then just get you out cold. Yeah, you're getting really sleepy boat times. I can feel it. I can feel it, my dude. I don't think we win this one. Yeah, I didn't even do anything too crazy. It was just the fact that I actually went into the office building today for work. It's like the first time in like 3 months or something silly like that. Takes a surprising amount out of you to just get out of the house. Yeah, we were retreating on that one, guys. We are retreating on that one. Yeah, honestly, this deck feels a little bad for the other 60% of games. I think this deck kind of assumes that your opponent's going after the location as well. We're going to stick with it because, I mean, we can beat Mindscape if this is Altar of Death. It's not. It is not Altar of Death. We cannot beat Mindscape. Yeah, I don't really see the lines of this deck. Yeah, right? Like, what am I going to do with this? Nah, we out. We out again. We are going to go ahead and retreat again. $92.9. It's okay. This is an 8 cuber. If we get Altar of Death, this deck will take home 8 cubes apparently. As As long as we don't get blocked like we did that one time. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. Ooh, Valkyrie Thanos. I dig it, DeBigo. I dig it. Get all those stones up to 3. Maybe have a little Khazar to push them over as well. Also, take care of your opponent. Set them down to 3. Did we snap yet? Shit. You just bought her in the shop? She's a fun card. I like her. She's a cool tech card. She's one of the ones that are being rotated down in series, but don't forget you get the first edition badge for having her before she rotates, which is cool. Yeah, Bowtime's also showing a lot of love for Valk. Valk's a cool card. I think it's like a really cool... It's like... It's a card that you can use to tech against your opponent, but you can also use it like for your own power play. Makes her very, very interesting. Falcon Shuriya, your favorite of the Series 5 so far? I gotta agree. She-Hulk. Oh, She-Hulk was only Series 4 though, right? She wasn't Series 5? I don't remember, but She-Hulk's also up there in one of my top new cards released. Yeah. I think it's crazy that She-Hulk was Series 4, but I'm so happy she's going into Series 3. I think that's really good for the game. I think She-Hulk should be accessible from lots of people. Like, it might be a little odd, but it also means that in doing such, in making her more accessible, those kind of skip turns become more relevant. Yeah, so the my understanding, official Tony, off of my quick speed read, is that when a card rotates down in series from 5 to 4 and 4 to 5, they're not going to have it implemented day 1, but they want to implement a like first editions badge on that card and every variant, every infinity split that you have of that card, and they're going to retroactively apply it because they can't have it from this first batch. But they're looking at incorporating that so that if you get a card early before it rotates down, you get a little something kickback for having spent those tokens. I don't know what I'm doing, chat. They took the best Series 4 cards and put them into Series 3, and the best Series 5 cards and put them into Series 4, but also Super Scroll. Nice. The only Series 5 cards would have the first edition badge. Okay, Boat Time. So only the Series 5 would have the first edition. Okay. Cool. That makes a little bit more sense, because I was like, well, do you still get the badge if it rotated from 5 to 4 and then 4 to 3? Make sure you sack 3 on turn 5 so you can Zola turn 6 and Null. Yeah, that's... I gotta sack 3, right? So that's 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, you only get the badge if you get it while it's in Series 5. That makes a lot of sense. Thank you, Boat Times. Yeah, I can sack death even, right? That's what I did just there with the Carnage play, Owen Lee. Hoping that my opponents are like, oh, you misplayed, you did it in the wrong order. You were hoping to finish with Season 3 before they started moving stuff around, Marks? I could understand that. Hoard those tokens. Team hoard tokens for sure, Official Tony. That's what we're about. Oh, we can't do all of that. That's greedy. Yo, is this 170 power null? Guys, did we just make 170 power null and our opponent snapped on us? Do they have Shang-Chi? Is our opponent trying to Shang-Chi us? They don't even know. They don't know we have null. What is our opponent doing? Nice Sabretooth. Nice Zero. Our opponent snapped on us. They snapped turn 6 on us. Good call, Tio. They had priority. There was no problem with Shang-Chi. Tony's only about 400 collection levels away from finishing Pool 3. Heck yeah, Tony. Heck yeah. Yeah, Official Tony, the pro bundle though is geared specifically to you. Like, you are the audience of that bundle. It is people who are wanting to finish their collection level, their Series 3 collection, and are willing to drop $100. They want new whales. They don't want new players. They don't want the old whales. They want new whales. I'm okay with it. Whatever. You know, if you don't want to buy the bundle, don't buy the bundle. I think it sucks that it's based off of US money and then just gets inflated to all the other countries. That sucks. But if you don't want to buy the bundle, don't buy the bundle. I'm not going to buy the bundle. I am a whale. I think I am a whale. I might be a dolphin, but I'm not going to buy this bundle. I think it has value, but it's not the kind of value that I want to promote, so I'm not gonna purchase it so that they don't have my vote to say yes, this is okay, you know. Barely halfway through Season 3, I feel it, Marks. But buying it felt so bad, that's past tense, Tony. I'm guessing you bought it. With the Pro Bundle, you get approximately 22 reserves if I'm not doing wrong with your calculus. It's too expensive to buy. I'm not. I'm guessing. Official Tony's a goldfish. I mean, I'll be honest. I definitely tried to do the whole well, and I spent a lot of money on this game. But looking at that bundle, there's no variant arts in it. There's no cool stuff in it. Zero Youth. Good to see you in chat, bud. Doing well. I hope you're well. The Big O, you got the Orca? Yeah, I'm unamused with the Orca as well. But I mean, it's there. It's cool. Whatever. It exists. Oh, I kind of hate that my boy over here armored a lane, but this is our last destroy card. I'm going to do it. This is going to knock 2 off death, bring her down to 4, and then we can potentially play Null as well. Not that Null's any good. I'm going to do it. Not enjoying Snap as much these days. I can understand that, Zero. I go in and out a little bit. Once I hit Infinite, I'll back off of it a little bit. I won't feel the drive as much. But then I'll start playing some meme decks like Cerebro Zero and things of that nature. I think that's an important thing about a collectible card game, though, right? You got to like interject new meta. You got to do balance updates. You got to do new cards. You got to keep it fresh because it's easy to get a little bored with it, especially if you're playing, 4 or 5 hours a day. Some people out there are putting 8. Why'd you snap me, home? Why did you snap me? Because you have Shuri? I think I can get around it. You just lost 3,000 tokens because you didn't know about the downgrade, but it's only Valk, so it's worth it. Yeah, it is. But Debigo, there's that Valk was a Series 5 card, right? So there's the whole first edition thing. So if you get a Series 5 card before it rotates down, they're not going to be able to activate this in the next patch, but they talked about it a bit where they want to retroactively do it. It'll be like a little first edition badge of some sort. Kind of think like the Pokemon first editions. Zero, you've been playing for only 10 minutes already, a little bit bored with it. Yeah, try out that new location, right? It's a new spicy location. Nothing wrong with trying that out. Yeah, you got to get that pimped Valkyrie. You know it. Oh, Zero Youth. The Pro Bundle is a new bundle that just released today. It's $100. And it comes with a butt ton of boosters and a butt ton of credit.
Hell yeah, now we got business.
MC Bedford 21 coming in with the subscription. MC Bedford 21. Thank you so much for your sub. I really appreciate that. Really appreciate that. Enjoy having you here. Appreciate that Prime Gaming sub. Hope you're having a wonderful night here. Oh, Nani. Yeah, Zero, you. Yeah, Nani.
Hey, are you guys friends? Maybe.
42 power eternity range. Oh, and hitting us up with the follow, MC Bedford 21, doing it backwards. What a pro, doing the space pilot redemption as well. I was off of a turn. I thought we had at least one more, but we do not. I kind of thought maybe I'd get to Taskmaster there, but of course he gets to Taskmaster. What a shame. Oh yeah, Zero Youth, you've got to do the update. Got to do the update to see the Pro Bundle. But yeah, we got this Primal Master Beast bundle. I'm going to do a little bit of math on it. While we're flying through the Marvel Snap zones. But I think I'm going to purchase it because it's got card art. And I kind of like that. I really do. Then we have the Pro Bundle. About 250 collection levels for $100. 100 United States dollars. That is more money if you're in another area other than the United States because they just inflate the cost up. Not really interested in this. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know if I can recommend this. It is a value for sure. MC Bedford, thank you again for the space pilot. Thank you for the 1-2 punch subbing first and then following. Appreciate having you in here, bud. But it's good if you want a whale. Well, God, I thought I bought it. If you want a whale, this will definitely whale it for you, but it's not as exciting. I mean, even the banner for this, right? Pro Bundle, green background. Here's what you get. Look at this. Look at this. Cards. Real cards. And avatars? I love it. I love this. I'm probably going to be picking this up. What am I talking about probably? Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Look at that. Look at that Sabretooth. He looks like a necromancer to me. That's a necromancer Sabretooth. We get his avatar. We get White Tiger, a beautiful, beautiful card as well. Get their avatar, and then Kraven, which I think I'm probably going to be running this Kraven skin. I like this a lot too. Some boosters, then we get those sweet, sweet credits. If you Zola Deadpool, do copies go to other 2 locations at the power and the original doubles into your hand? Yes. So if you Zola an 8 power Deadpool, You get 2 copies of an 8 power Deadpool on the board and a 16 power in your hand. I think I almost accidentally clipped it. 3K gold for 1,500 credits. Yeah, that's not, I don't, Zabuza, it's not, I don't think it's good credit value. But if you evaluate those variants at $10 a piece, then it becomes good credit value. And we know that that's what they value the variants at. And I like those variants. Honestly, like, I straight up, I got that bundle because I like those variants and because I don't want to buy the Pro bundle. And I want to buy bundles with variants and or tokens. 700 gold each value. Yeah, which is about, I guess it's technically a little less than $10. You're right, Official Tony. $10 gets you a variant and 50 gold. Gonna well tomorrow? Oh, they hit us with the freaking Bucky on Vormir. What a shame. What a shame. Not totally, Derek. Good to see you in chat, bud. Thanks for hanging out with us. You just had a 32 power Deadpool. You're loving the new location? Yeah. We found ourselves, what was it? Was it 130, 170 power null? That was pretty nutty. But we do kind of need to have the location in order for this to all work out. But next turn I have 5 energy and I can play nothing. So considering that, I'm gonna wait on the Carnage, allow Sabretooth to get another Brock of Muir Island. So this is a big rip. Oh yeah, totally not, Derek. Both cards, super fun. Honestly, I do think that Venom's the better of the 2 cards, but Null is super fun. Venom's just an extra destruction, right? Which is, there's not a whole lot of cards that do destruction. He's also a pretty good destruction card. He's a lot of fun. Null is a little bit more linear, doesn't fit in as many things, I feel, but still also fun. Yes, you can. You can armor the hot location, and that means that they will not get the power because the card does not destroy. Midi Poker. Hello. Good to see you in chat, bud. It is going fantastic. We're having a good time. We are a little sleepy, a little bit tiresome, but we're trying to push through. I'd really like to hit 95, and I'm just realizing, like, the last time I said that was 75 years ago. So, but we're doing well. We're doing well. We got a Dara deck that was suggested by Owenly, and it's working pretty well with this hot location, or this feature location. Problem is we just like need the feature location to show up, which is a little difficult to do sometime. What's the new location do? When you first play a card there, or no, whenever you play a card there, it gets destroyed and you get 2 more energy next turn. So hopefully Zero Youth will find a chance to show that off, maybe. If we can actually find the location. You might just throw armor in the deck. You've been running? Yeah, I feel it. I feel it. Did I drink a bit? I did drink a bit, but I'm also super tired. I'm like extremely tired of midi poker. I've actually drank less tonight than I do most nights that I stream. You can be the dick bag and play armor. I feel it, totally not, Derek. Yeah, no, we've gotten armored a couple times. It feels bad, fam. It does feel bad. I just realized I don't have enough room here to do what I wanted to do, but I think I still do this. It still seems like the right move. A couple of bears, 3 or 4. Maybe. They're tall boys too, right? That's pretty tall. It's a feature location, Bumper Lips. Good to see you in chat, by the way. Feature location. So, like, hot locations are on Sunday. Those are 60% of your games, they show up. Featured locations are the new locations And they're there for 2 days, twice as long, but they're only 40% of games. So it's a longer time span, but less frequent. We have Null. So I think it's right. It's like Taskmaster into Null. But yeah, I get the whole hot feature location back and forth all the time. It's 40% for the next 2 days. Armor and Storm? Fuck the Destroyer deaths, because you don't have death. I mean, I can understand it. I can. We'll try this. I don't know if this wins. Scarlet Witching. Oh, that was a good Shang-Chi. Of course he had 2 Shang-Chis. I'm fighting a Zabu. Alright. We're gonna go and try to find one more Altar of Death, chat. One more Altar of Death. Alright, well, it's not that one. That's not Altar of Death. That's also not Altar of Death. There's Altar of Death. Alright, so we can pop open Bucky. So next turn we're supposed to have 4 energy, but because we're sacrificing Bucky, we're actually going to have 6. We're fighting another Zabu deck. That feels bad because I don't know if I can win against a Zabu deck. Interesting. We want to try to sack 3 cards next turn. We can sack 2 this turn. It'll be hard to sack more than that next turn. But I think we need to. We need to. We need to... How do we sack 3? I guess we don't, unless our opponent destroys more cards. And then you destroy a Jubilee. So death costs 4. Oh, we can't sack more cards into Altar of Death. It's impossible. Can we win with 2 26s? Is that possible? No. No, because we get spidered. We get spidered. We get spidered. What a rip. What a rip. Alright, we're going to try to find another one. Let's try it again, guys. There it is. Perfect. Perfect. I think we can wait. Yeah, Sabretooth is free ramp for sure. I don't think I need a ramp into Sabretooth, though. I think we can hold on to Nova for a moment. See, they just sacked their Nova. So we've got the same game plan. But we held our Nova. So we can sack Sabretooth. That means that on turn 4 we have 6 mana. Interesting. Kind kind of sad to see Deadpool show up, but we still take the ramp, I think. Take the ramp. Turn 4, we can have a lot more. A lot more in the terms of destructions and powers. Nova for Wasp for just free energy. Maybe Bumper Lips. We also don't know what Odin's doing in this deck. Like, I thought earlier maybe I saw a line with Odin where, like, you Odin a Zola and get 2 more Odins, which also power up Null. I think that's what it's supposed to be. I think it's supposed to be there's some kind of golden line here where you can play Null, then Zola, and then end up Odining the Zola on turn 6, but we haven't really seen how to do that yet. So I don't know what Odin's doing in this deck either. What are we doing? We're destroying this guy. And then we're destroying this guy. And then we're going to destroy this guy. Is that too many destructions? Wait a second. We need to destroy at least... Come back in hand for a second. Please come back in hand, Nova. Let's do this. Do this. We want 3 destructions on 6. Maybe Moon Girl to copy Death. There's got to be a reason for Odin in here, but I don't see it. Yeah, Moon Girl would be nice for a Death or Null copy. Alright, sack. You know what sucks about this, though, chat, is we do not have Null or Zola in hand, which would have been nutty. Fucking goose. I mean, we just can't. I need Zola, right? Like, Zola's my only chance here. It's the bear who can see it. Yeah. Good old goose. But that's pretty nutty, right? That's a null, and we have 12 power. So theoretically, if we also had Zola, we could really go ham with this, but it's just not there. Yeah, I didn't wait to play the death so I could goose now. Strong. All right, we're learning. With that, guys, it is tomorrow. It is January 11th in my time zone. This is going to end the stream. I'm going to go to sleep before I throw away too many cubes in the trash. We had a lot of fun, though. This is a very interesting deck. I think I'm going to play with it some more. I want to understand how the Odin works. We might tweak it, but I honestly, like, just playing it a couple of times, it's good for this location. I think we need to just pull it off of the location a little bit so that we can win the other 60% of games that show up. Boat Times, welcome. It's good to see you. Midi Poker, good night. Zero Youth, have a good night. Dad Tactical, you're welcome for the games. Everybody hanging out, thank you so much. Villain for the raid earlier, and any raiders who have been still hanging out. Guys, you know the deal. We're gonna go over to our credits page. We're gonna run the ending stream screen. I want to thank you guys so much for being here. You know the motto. You know what I say once, twice, a million times. I'm going to say it from the highest mountains. Marvel Snap is a lot of fun. but it's more fun when I get to play it here with you guys. We're gonna hit up those credit screens. No raid tonight. Apologies, I'm super tired, so I'm just gonna go to bed. But yeah, Gio, good to see you in there. You're welcome. We'll catch you guys next time. Thank you so much for having fun with me.